Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I have some new books to show you. I was hoping to have these ready Friday and yesterday, and this last one was taking its sweet time getting to me. So, interesting mix here. Let's go ahead and get started. So, I'm going to go in order that I received them. All right. So the first one here, super excited about. Sorry for the glare on the cover. Joshua Dunbar has put out a new book. He had been reprinting his Cuties books on bigger books, but I think he had to take a break from coloring book creation there for a while. But he's got this one out. This is Easy Fantasy, and it was just no hesitation on this. I love fantasy. I've been coloring a lot of his pictures lately and just really enjoying his style, as I always do. And I love seeing quite a few male characters in here, which, depending on the types of books you buy, you don't get very many. So I'm excited about that as well. So this is Amazon printed. And there his intro. I love this first one because it's a very comic based setup. So you kind of have like a little story there. Oh, and it continues. I like that. And then we get into the individual scenes here. Love this. This is just about my speed. Is here lately has been nothing too detailed or overly complicated, and then I can add patterns in. I can use markers to blend, or watercolors, or whatever I want to fancy it up. He doesn't look that concerned that he's on that poster. So one thing I've been wanting to, oh, yes, yes, yes. Love this. One thing I've been wanting to do is complete a Joshua Dunbar book. I completed Alexander Franzese book last year, and I'm kind of wondering if this is going to be it. Well, alright. Nothing wrong with this. Just helping his unicorn buddy. I thought that was just a regular horse, but no, it's a unicorn. Nice definition there, Joshua. I like this picture. I love that he adds some shading into the pictures, just very light, kind of grayscale-ish to it. I like as a nice mix of male and female characters in here. And animal characters. Trying to figure out if he's a dog or a fox. Yes, a dog? Yeah, probably. Though I could color him like a fox, I suppose, if I wanted to. Very nice picture. Love that. I mean, I would not like to get hit with that thing, thank you very much. Love the different body types, too. Like, this gal looks like she could knock some sense into you for sure, and I love that. Love this. This is so amazing. I am just beyond happy. And a lot of these will be great for playing around with gems, playing around with like gold or silver. I tend to be pretty lazy and don't like, pencil shading much, but I might make an exception in here. She's going to save her own self, thank you. She doesn't need a Prince Charming to come save her. She can do very well on her own, thank you. Or they can fight side by side. That works too. Love that picture. Now we got some landscape pictures. Like I said, real good opportunity to play around with gold, silver, pearl, gem textures. Oh, love it. Tiny but mighty. Of course, he could be like person size too, which would be a little disconcerting. Really love the characters in this one. Oh, there's my fox and my gnome. I have ideas for this picture. I like the little X on the fish's eyes there. I don't know, it's tough. Like, I would like to say this is... So, if I'm looking to complete a book, like, well, okay, I want to complete all my books, which, haha, we know that's never going to happen. But I never get a book, or almost never get a book with the intent to never, do all the pages in it. The problem is, if I'm looking to complete a book, within a year or two, oftentimes I have to, I can't spend a lot of time on the pages because otherwise it'll just never get done. But what I run into in here is I have so many ideas I want to try in this book. And that's where I'm like, maybe this isn't the book that I complete first. Maybe this is the one I really spend some time in. I like the little rose stained glass window there. I think Tammy likes castles a lot. Tammy, have you got this yet? I'm talking to, from Tammy Colors 2. I don't think she has. Or at least, if she has, I haven't seen it flip through yet. Nice. I could just make this a project book and say, I don't know how many images are in here. I have to look. But Michelle, don't you already have project books? Shh. Shh. I like the flow. I like the way she's posing in this picture a lot. Yes, I know, I do. I kind of like, so sometimes when you combine people and animals, and I know there's a term for that, but in art, it can be disconcerting for me. Or if you combine animals, like sometimes, I don't know, it's the way they're combined that really throws me off. But the way he's done it, where he'll do like, where he had like the lion head, but like more of like a human body, and then this one's like a giant harpy with the human head. Like I love that. Like that is not too disconcerting to me for some reason. But sometimes they try to mix them a little too much, and it's just not my thing. Everybody has different things they enjoy. But for me, I have a harder time with those types of pictures. Looks like there's a happy ending though, as there should be, of course. Oh, I guess the mouse guy is a little tiny. I do like he's hanging out with the lion dude. Okay, more human body, but he's got fur. You know what I mean, right? Like, right? Right? If you do like this easy style, he has a lot of other easy books. Easy books. Ha! And see, again, we run into a problem here because I love all these books. I think I have them all. He does have a sample here from Easy Coloring, and this one's from Easy Fall, Easy Spring, Easy Summer. So you have other books you can try as well. What was back here? Oh, you have QR code. I will also take this moment as a reminder, particularly if you buy books on Amazon or whatever site, that if you can leave a review, try to leave a review when you can. I personally need to do a better job of that, and what I'm trying to do is get in a mode where, you know, when I do my completed pages, I take the completed page pictures and I'll post the photos along with my review. Like, do at least one picture in the book when I leave the review. With the influx of AI books and a lot of publishing companies lately doing like the comfy cozy books and new artists into the market, it can be harder and harder for artists to show up in like the algorithms when people are looking for coloring books. The more reviews they have, the better chance that they show up and the algorithm works in their favor. So I always encourage people to leave reviews. I mean, if you don't love the book or hate the book and you're just kind of on it, you know, I'm not gonna tell anybody how to live their life, but like I try to, especially the books that I love and the artists that I love, I try to leave a review as often as I can. And again, I need to do a better job, so this serves as a reminder to me. Easy fantasy though, love it. All right, next one. This says looking for the bell of happiness in English. I am not 100% sure that's what it actually says. I will have this in the description. So Coloring Queen does a new releases blog post every month, and this one was in February, and I ended up ordering it off of, where's my Translate app? I ended up ordering it off of Amazon Japan. Okay, let me look here. Dreaming Cat's Flower Journey, Looking for the Bell of Happiness. So I saw this one, and all you got to know is that there are cats in this one. And if you know me at all, you know if you put cats in it, you're probably going to get my interest, and we'll repeat that mantra on the next book. Anyway, I love Japanese and Korean coloring books. And this one is no different. It is adorable. And I am going to be a terrible influencer. I think I have that one. So it looks like this might be like a series of books. I have that one, but I don't think I have any of the others. Were there any on the back? No. Okay. So this does have a cover. It is a good sized book. And it is Cats Getting in Trouble. probably be, um, they said looking for the bell of happiness. It looks to me like the cats are just getting in trouble, but you know, whatever you want to call it, I suppose. Here they are knocking books off a shelf and pulling at uh, something in a drawer. That bird is gonna. That bird looks like it's gonna slam into the window. So I guess he's dreaming what he would do to that bird. I don't know. It's my guess. Ah, this is the one thing I hate though, is when the art is right in the crease of the book. Ah, I think I can get this flat enough. I do worry a little bit because I don't know if this is glue bound. And if I want to use watercolors, I don't know how much of that will release the glue. So do be aware of that. Like when you use glue bound books. Kirby Rosanna's books are really bad about that. If you get water in the crease, it really... Oh, there he is! I was like, there's got to be cats in this picture. Where are the cats? He's hiding in the flowers. I guess he's going on an adventure. There he is. Hanging out with some sheep and chickens. Causing trouble with his cat buddies. That one's so cute. And that one, oh my goodness. And here they are having fun on what looks like a little mine cart. The other ones are telling them, see you later. Woo, my problem with this one is there is not a lot of detail. So like it's very open spaces. Like with these little owls and stuff. There's not a lot of texture in these. In some of these. Like this is a little better, but like, yeah. Oh, very cute. Normally not a big fan of coloring like buildings and town areas. However, you know, having a couple books like that probably won't be too bad. He's just on an adventure, isn't he? That one is pretty excited at that spread. Now this picture would be pretty interesting. Like you could probably use a stencil or something to create maybe like a wallpaper thing back there. I would like to use some sort of texture to rub on like a pastel or maybe maybe ink or something to like make those bricks look pitted. And then you could kind of do the same with this chair if you wanted to create like a wood stain. Now that wouldn't be too bad. A lot of pictures in this book. Oh, so they're like at a little church, and I guess they get married, kitty married, whatever that means. I like this one with the tulips and the balloons too. I guess they're playing here in the tulips. Oh, does she join him on all his adventures? Oh, that's so cute. You can't leave her behind. Or maybe he did leave her behind. Whoops. My bad. He's like, I got places to go. Birds to chase. Oh, there's the bell. Maybe that's the bell that he's looking for. Oh, yeah, because that's probably what this long streamer is. Oh, okay. This makes a lot more sense now. Him in a jungle scene. Like that. On the beach. Boy, this cat gets around. Pretty jealous. He left his sweetheart, though. Maybe he's gonna come back to her at some point. Doesn't look excited about all those lanterns, though. Hopefully this isn't picking up my sniffles too bad. Oh, that bird's got it. There it is! He got his bell. Sora. She got her bell? Oh. Anyway, very cute book. Like I said, I do love coloring, but sometimes I just like getting these for the art. And this one, anything involving cats and a cat journey, I am a huge fan of. As shouldn't shock anybody. Speaking of cats, again I will stress, if you put cats in the, make the cats the theme of the book, and it's a style I like, then you're gonna get my attention. And Tammy, again, from Tammy Colors 2, she influenced me on this one because I didn't even know this one existed. So like the cozy coloring books, this is, you know, a little square book, very similar to a lot of the layout and design is similar to a lot of the cozy books that are out right now. I've been staying away from most of them. I showed you, I think, in the last flip through, a couple I picked up because I liked the themes. They were very unique and different. Um, Cute animals. I don't need 50 books of cute animals because they all start kind of feeling the same, right? But when you start doing themes, like I think the other one I had like time travel, one of them was like polar and Arctic, so it had like a winter theme, and this one of course is cat themed. And so I am making exceptions, but I'm just trying to be more mindful and make exceptions on unique ones that I think are really applicable to me personally. So this is one of them. Hikaru Kotz. I'm not familiar with that artist and or publisher. But this is Amazon printed. I should have done a little bit of looking, a little bit of looky-loo. I did with the other ones in terms of whether it's an artist or publishing group or something like that. I think this is probably an artist kind of similar to the books right here. Well, Whirly Art was the other one that I grabbed. Test color page. And then we have cute, just kind of cozy coloring, but it's all cat related. Love the fish little wind chime there. I have been trying to play around more with different patterns on cats lately. I have a couple books on drawing cats with some different patterns, and I thought this might be a fun book to play around with how to recreate those in like marker and or colored pencil. In some of these pictures, I might just color a pink cat or a purple cat. These are adorable. a lot of my cat books, like the one I just showed you, are very fancy cat books. And like that Joshua Dunbar picture, sometimes I will sit on pictures like that for a while because I'm scared I'm going to mess them up. Because I want, I feel like I have a lot of personal pressure on those. But these, not as much. If I just wanted to color this as a simple black cat, I could do that. Or like I said, play with those types of textures and patterns here. Well, that's not very ladylike or gentlemanly. Love the big spin wheel. I do not have one of those for my cats. I don't know if they would use it or not, and honestly, I don't want to take up the space. I have a couple that would like to get in the fridge a lot. I don't really have the space to put one, and like everything else I buy apparently for cats is it just sits there and collects dust, and they play with a wrapper on the floor, so I don't know if they would take to it or not. And the only Reap's Cheap might, but really Bimo and Leroy might be the only two that would use it. And Leroy gets spooked easily, so I don't even know if he would. Oh, it's so cute. Brought all the toys to the bed for their parent just to show them what they killed. That's what Winry will do. She'll go hunt little toy mice, not real mice. And she'll, like a little one like this, and she'll come drop it in the bed with me. Or if I'm out and or I'm not sitting where she wants me to sit or whatever, and I'm working or whatever, she'll take it and drop it in like my place on the couch or my spot on the bed. It's very cute. Okay. Wow, that was a lot more detail than I needed on that cat. You know, just because they aren't neutered doesn't mean they get neutered, they'll still knock down your Christmas tree. I'm just going to tell you. That was an odd addition to attention to detail in that particular picture. But hey, if you like cats, you've seen that before probably too. I like how that one's photobombing. This one would be a good one for playing with patterns as well. I do really admire the people that take these pages and they just make them look unbelievably good, like with shading and lighting and freehanding textures and patterns. And I'm just over here with my stencil like, boy, y'all are amazing. I freehand a little bit, but for the most part, if I'm going to add a texture or a pattern to like a chair or a wall or something, I'm probably going to use a stencil because I don't have good depth. There we go. Third time's charm. Perception. I'm not very good at straight lines. I'm not very good at making everything. I want things to matchy really well. I love this picture. If I'm doing a texture, and so oftentimes I have to use a stencil. But I do greatly admire the people who can freehand that stuff. Oh, it's a cute Halloween one. A lot of pictures in this book. A lot of pictures in all three books. Are we, like, officially getting away? It used to be most books would only have about 24 pictures in them. But I think even Alexander Francis is getting closer to, like, 30-something images. But, like, Deborah Muller's getting more like 40 or 50 pictures in a book. I feel like we're actually getting away from the standard 24 pictures in a book. Which, given the increased cost of the books, I mean, makes sense, and I think it's a good deal for the customers, for sure. I love that laundry one. This is very cute. I'm glad I got this one. Like I said, right now, I only have like 3 little cozy books like this. I have the Cat Moments, I have this Time Travel Tales, and then the fall and winter one, which I don't know where that went, of the Whirly art. And I think those are the only ones I have right now. And I'm pretty happy with that. Like I said, I don't need, there's so many of these out here, and I need books that really stand out for me to want to pick them up, because I already have so many books as it is, and it's already a struggle not buying up a lot of different things. So I'm trying to just pick and choose, but when Tammy showed me this, like I said, if you've got cats as your main theme in your book, you're probably going to have a fan. Cats and fantasy, boy, that's really a mix. Cats, fantasy, and then fantasy cats is like really, really hitting it for me. Anyway, this was kind of a little bit longer than usual. I think I spent a little more time going through these, but great books. I'm super happy with them. I've been trying really hard to color in my new books as I get them, and not super successful, but like getting better. February has been much better than January was, so I'm hoping March will be even better. However, I will say the Joshua Dunbar book, that actually would be the first one you would see me color in. However, my next video is coming out Wednesday. I'm going to do an intro to pastel pencils and like a little demo with them. I've done a couple of these, but you know, I like to do one every now and then, because pastel pencils I don't think get utilized a lot in coloring, and I feel like they are a super useful tool for me, so I like to share them. So we're going to be doing a picture out of his Christmas Cuties, because it's a winter page, and we just got like our last, hopefully, fingers crossed, last big frigid temp, snowy type weather this past week, which I'm hoping is the last for our area. So you actually will see a picture in there on Wednesday, and then hopefully I will get to this one in March, because I still have to do one from his Valentine's Cuties book too. So, but like I said, you will probably see, at least in these two in March, this, you know, the Japanese Korean books take a little bit longer to get to. And then hopefully you'll see something from that too. Okay, so I do have some plans. As a quick update, if you're still around, Wednesday will be the pastel pencils demo. There's going to be a few life updates in there, but for the most part, I talk a lot about the page that I'm working on. I'll have jump links, so like if you don't want to listen to me pratter on about the cats or whatever, you can just go to the next section. Next Friday, next Friday probably, I will have a completed pages for January and February. Maybe talk a little bit about my plans for March. I might do a more informal color and chat that Sunday if I don't get all my information in during the demo video, because I know I haven't posted very much the last couple months. I might do more of just a regular chatty video Sunday, but that's an if. And then the next weekend, the first weekend of March, I'm going to finally cover my supply haul from like Black Friday, Christmas time frame, because that's needs to be done so I can put that stuff away. Hopefully be able to do, like, I got a room tour thing I want to do and some other stuff, and but that's kind of the plan right now, so you're going to see me a little more regular over the next few weeks. I do have to travel for work the first week of March, but fortunately, I'm so glad it's only going to be a couple days. I get to meet my new team that I moved to in October, and I'm looking forward to that. And that's a big reason why I want to go. But with Winry, she just has so many daily needs. My husband can't do a lot of those things when I'm gone. Like, he can't do shots. He has to do her pills. She has to go a couple days without fluids. She's going to have to skip that porous one for a day or two. But we've talked about it with the vet, and like, she should be fine. It's much, much easier on my mind me being gone 1 or 2 days as opposed to 4 or 5, which is when she got really sick last time. So, just a quick little trip and get to finally get to meet my new team. And my manager is actually transitioning to a different group, so we're hopefully going to figure out what next steps are for that. And like, I may talk a little more about, I don't talk about work much, but what I do talk about, I might talk about in the next coloring chat. But anyway, I'm doing better. I'm not saying things are great, but maybe with the weather finally crawling out of this frigid, icy, single-digit hell that I've been in, I have regular depression, probably sprinkled with seasonal depression, so maybe at least that part of it is backing off. But no, things are going pretty well, and we'll talk more about that probably next weekend, and maybe a little bit on Wednesday. But like I said, Wednesday's more of like a formal intro demo on the picture itself, and just as a little bit of foreshadowing, that is one of my favorite pictures I've done in a long time. That one I'm going to show you Wednesday. Like, I was so happy with how that turned out. So, anyway, hope you guys have a good weekend. You all have a good weekend, and that you have a good start to the week. Bye for now.